30s or earlier, without the mystery of Egypt, and for quite a while they've known that all these hieroglyphs, not all of them, but their belief system is a magical one, and their daily lives were ruled by magic. And so, uh, just knowing that, and then I don't know, I just remember from the earliest time, like either the public library or um, the school library had some books, not on the occult, but on ghosts and the supernatural, UFOs and aliens and Bigfoot and cryptids and all that kind of stuff. And I've just always been really drawn to it, and it's ultimately, and I just made this realization not too long ago as well, that it's just ultimately so much more fascinating than religion. I mean, it's history as well, but the occult part of it is just so much more fascinating than Jesus and God and the fucking Ten Commandments and all that stuff. Like, boring. And yeah, I'm just so much more attracted to that knowledge because it's fucking neat. And it's again, it's history. This is what fucking the Egyptians were closer to the time of Cleopatra than is it right, the building the pyramids, definitely, to the first pharaohs and all that stuff. This was a civilization that was around for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and this system that they had, and what I've actually read was, and this is interesting too, is that by the end of it, the Egyptian religion had become a pay to play system, much like Christianity, where you're given money, and the televangelist thing of, give me all your money and you'll be closer to God. Basically, Egyptian religion started out as, good or bad, your soul was weighed, but it soon began like how much gold did you give to the temple? Hmm? Hmm? Well, they're gonna weigh that out in the underworld, and if you didn't give a lot of gold, you're gonna have your soul chewed on for eternity. Sucks to be you, and that's the way that it went in the end. So it's kind of funny that fucking religion. Well, everything corrupts over time, right? Everything becomes corrupt. So, anyways, the occult artwork, my if you look around my apartment, you'll see not I mean not all over the globe artwork, although I do have maybe I suppose. I mean, I have some artwork from Japan. I have some artwork from Europe, and I have some stuff from the States. I don't think anything from South America or Australia or anything like that. But occult, esoteric artwork, Christian artwork, Judaic, Buddhist, Islam is against art, or at least faith-based art. Um, I believe that if you have this faith in God, in your, like, whatever your faith is, and if your artwork is fueled by that faith, like, just absolutely incredible stuff. And that's why I'm so fascinated. I built this, my homage to Baphomet, that's here, and I've hidden a little note with an exclamation, just so that when people come in here, if I'm dead or whatever, and they see that, they're gonna be like, "Holy shit, this guy was a devil worshiper." It actually explains my that I'm not a Satanist, that I'm not an occultist, and that it has just been a lifelong obsession with that knowledge, with just that side of history and humanity. And again, it's just so much more ultimately fascinating. People ask, like, what do you do all fucking day? This has been my life. There were times, obviously, when I was working, but since I've been disabled, like, the amount of books that I've read, ebooks that I've read, documentaries that I've seen, and documentaries that I watch over and over again. I was adopted. The family that adopted me, sorry, get emotional. They're smart fucking people. We got a lot of education just within the house. I quit school at grade 9. But I've always been learning. Had a thirst for knowledge. I may not be as smart as my brothers, but I got some smarts. And being adopted, I've had this. I don't know. I've always, or not always, but yeah, just a thirst for knowledge. Thirst for knowledge, and this is what I'm attracted to. I have a 10 gig plus occult library that has everything from like just about every fucking manuscript and grimoire that could be amassed for this, video, audio books that are in it. It's fucking amazing. If I won the lottery, if I could have a massive fucking library, I would hunt down like all of these books. Would I be able to read them all before I kicked the bucket? Probably not. But I got a small little occult library that I've been growing here, and really again, it's one of those things where I could have discovered like the Kabbalion and the Sacred Book of Magic. I did read about a decade ago a lot of Aleister Crowley's work. I read Helena Blavatsky, who really she like translated and brought to Europe the Renaissance of the occult around the early 1900s, right up to the Nazis. And it's some people like pseudo-archaeology or pseudo-belief or bullshit, but there was a lot of occultism and Nazism, so I've read about a lot about that. I've read the biographies of Himmler, I've got fucking a huge fucking Albert Speer fucking tome over there, which doesn't go into the occult so much, but there was a lot of it that was built into, not necessarily Hitler. It was really Himmler that was into the occult, and they rejected Christianity, although they worked with the Catholics to fucking have Nazis escape after the war. That's like a fucking fact now. So the Catholics still, again, like, fuck, man. Like, what a fucking evil religion. Ugh, don't get me started on that shit. Like Christianity, and my landlady and I had a huge conversation about this today, actually. Religion, man, like, fuck. Like, in the Middle East, like, you've got Islam, Judaism, and Christianity, like, fucking right on top of each other, and granted, where Christians and the Jews seem to probably get along a little better, but the Jews don't believe in Jesus, and of course Islam, and I've got a Quran. I've read the Quran. I've read a lot, so let's add that too. That I have not only read just about occult and esoteric beliefs and things like that. I've read up on just about every religion on the planet, including Scientology, the Mormons, the Jehovah's Witness, all this stuff, and like, fuck. I was saying to her today, and I said this in one of my other videos, I don't expect to live much longer. Like I said, any of us could die today or tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to die tomorrow. I just don't think I'm going to live very long. Yeah. Just as I'm almost glad that I'm not going to be here that much longer. I said I envy people that are older than me or that are going to die, because, the world history has been through, disasters like we have yet to ever experience. But, there's always been shit with every generation or all this stuff, but it really seems like fucking, between the environment and religion and politics, like I was saying to her today, you used to be able to, be like, oh, you're a fucking conservative, you guys suck, or you're a liberal, you guys suck. Now, it's like fucking, if you're a liberal, no, I'm not even going to this, it's just, they hate each other. They all hate each other. And it's just, the division and all that stuff, and they blame it on each other. It's a really fucking sad world. The last winter, along with finding out that my birth mother died, I was super depressed. And it was really the X-Files, selling my X-Files stuff and meeting the X-Files museum people that really turned my outlook around, and that depression was gone. I entered this winter a lot more mentally stable than I did last winter. Not that I ever think of killing myself, but I was down. So yeah, I think that about wraps it up, folks. The last time I checked, I was at 27 minutes, and so this is probably at least another 15 minutes. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope that the first part of it, the first two parts were informative. Sorry for rambling. Sorry for mind blanks. Like I said, I took a gummy a while back. I'm not actually too high. I mean, I'm high, but not like I'm not ripped. Because it was 3 or 4 days that I went without gummies because I started this new muscle relaxant for my back pain. And I didn't want to mix, because I usually take my gummies at night to help sleep, and I didn't want to mix that with this new medication. Not until it gets into my system and I get a little bit of tolerance to it and shit like that. Like, I can take my cyclobenzaprine and be on. That's fucking crazy, man. I take a muscle relaxant and, the gummies, and it can still function. Crazy. And that's how long I've been on these fucking drugs. And I want off all of them except for the THC. But I don't think I'll be able to get off of the muscle relaxant. Especially since I just adopted this new one, Baclofen, which is like an MS, kind of nerve, spine drug. If anybody's watching it, if you have some issues with that kind of stuff, Elsa, quit it. Elsa. Yes, I'm fucking through shit at you. This cat, this will be like the fourth part. This fucking cat. Yes, you. Yeah, you. She attacked my feet the other morning. I was lucky. I was wearing I got these great big wool knit slippers, and I was wearing those plus heavy socks. I wear Long Johns almost perpetually from like October until like fucking April, so I've got a lot of padding on now, so when she did attack me it wasn't painful, but she did attack me twice quite viciously the other morning. But what she was doing is ever since I fucking had her, she's had this affinity for adhesives. We joke about this. Who was I talking to the other day? Friend Krista. She's giving me the evil eye. She in her former life was a man, an asshole, who died, and he came back as a female cat and is really fucking pissed off about it, and is forever trying to kill themselves, right, dear? Since she's been a kitty, she's had an affinity for adhesives and string and fluff and carpets, and what she was doing was, so my winter boots have like this fuzzy stuff around it, and she fucking chews on that and licks it, and it's like, anyways, so I put a plastic bag over it. What's she doing? Now she's chewing on the plastic fucking bag. Those new recycled grocery shopping bags, I think they're made out of recycled cat food, because like she fucking loves those. I can't even leave them anywhere. When I was moving and when I was packing up my X-Files gear, duct tape is a huge one. She fucking loves duct tape. Oh my god. Great shit, eh? Anyways, this cat, I was saying to Jay, I was like, he was talking about me coming out to visit him and, talking about Elsa and leaving her. And I was like, well, maybe she'll be dead by then. Dead. So she's 14. She's on her way out, and I love her. But she has been one hell of a fucking cat, and I pray to Satan that my next cat is a fucking. And yeah, like she came out swinging, man. I adopted her from a Russian couple, and she was, she wasn't fixed yet or anything like that. So she was very young kitten. They lived in a very small apartment, they said, and that's why they wanted to get rid of her. But I think she was just fucking them over, because she's been fucking evil since the get go. Anyways, thanks for watching, people. Have a great night, day, week, month, whatever you're watching. Like, subscribe, fuck off, whatever.